So I want to take a look at an example here on problem number 10. It goes with the last video from screen number 8. And we're given two pictures here. And I will say that I think that this problem is missing an answer. But if we look down below here, let's start with the x-intercept. Well, if we look up here, an x-intercept, do we cross the x-axis at -3, 0? Yes, so that is going to be one of our key features. Let's see what our other options here. So since we've got the x-intercept, we have another x-intercept, by the way, at 1, 0. I wonder if we have that option down there. Nope, they don't give us that. A y-intercept. If we look at this graph, where the graph crosses the y-axis, is at 1, 2, 3. So 0, 3. Let's see if we've got that. Yep. So we'll pull that up here. And then the range. No. The domain, by the way, of this first graph is -infinity to infinity. Our vertex here is -1, 4. I wonder if that's down there. Nope, doesn't have that. -1, 4 is our vertex. And the other part here, axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry would be the line that goes right down the middle of the graph through the vertex, which is going to be at x equals -1, which wasn't an option if I remember correctly. And our domain, I said, is -infinity to infinity. Our range is actually -infinity to 4. It's the lowest point on the graph, which is -infinity, to the highest point on the graph, which is 4. When I was going through this originally, on this graph, it says that the end behavior is this. It is not true. If we look at this graph, as x goes towards -infinity, our graph is going downward. So it's as x approaches -infinity, our graph goes to -infinity. As x approaches positive infinity, our graph is going this direction, so x approaches -infinity. If we look real quick here on this second one, our vertex would be 3, 1, 2, 3, -4. Not an option, unless it's down a little bit lower. But our axis of symmetry is x equals 3. If you drew that line right through the middle, it would go right through the vertex. Our vertex, again, that wasn't an option here. A y-intercept looks like it's 0, 5, so we don't have that. X-intercept is at 1 and at 5, so that's not an option. And then the only other feature here that's going to work, no, we got two more answers here actually. Our range on this graph, our domain is -infinity to infinity, but our range is going to be -4 to infinity, the lowest point on the graph, and it's going to keep going forever. And then also the end behavior, as x goes towards -infinity, our graph is going in the upward direction. And as x approaches positive infinity, we're still going in the upward direction. So again, based on what I saw earlier, I think that I saw that the program had end behavior for this here, and that is untrue. I want to take a look at one more screen here, number 11. Oh, no, I don't. I'm going to make another video for this one.